The idea came from an embarrassing moment. For years, my wife has been complaining about after I use a toilet, and by that I mean number two, there's skid mark stains behind. And I always hated using that dirty and unsanitary toilet brush, so I rarely used it. So after years of complaints from my wife, that wasn't enough for me to do anything about it. But it was my 9-year-old daughter when she mentioned, "Dad, you left a big, disgusting stain inside the toilet bowl." It was an embarrassing moment. It was just embarrassing. So I knew I had to find a solution other than using that dirty toilet brush. Here's the thing, when you use a toilet brush, now you have to clean the toilet brush. So you're wasting so much time and water because obviously using toilet brush, you gotta clean the toilet brush. So what I started doing was, I started laying pieces of toilet paper I would cut and strategically put it in the toilet bowl, just kind of cover all the squirt. And that worked. But it was so much time consuming. It took so much time to cut them and place them. Not only time consuming, but it wasted so much paper. So I wanted to find a different solution. That's where I kind of looked into finding a liner, and that, finding nothing, that's where the idea came that, okay, there's gotta be I gotta do something about it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one with this problem. And when I started talking with people, I quickly found out, no, it's a big problem. So that's where the thought came and the idea came, and that's how Hinlo Bowl was born. So that's where my wife and I, we went to the drawing board. We drew the liner that would be, shaped of a toilet bowl. It would go inside the toilet bowl. The next step was for us to go to a patent attorney to find out if such a thing exists. Because it's one thing when we did a search ourselves, but we knew that a patent attorney would be able to have better access to information. To our surprise, there wasn't anything out there, and that's where the attorney said, "Armin, I think you have something over here." We started contacting manufacturers, kind of Googling, finding out who would be able to make what we needed. And there's not too many companies who wanted to take a chance, or they just weren't able to do it. We finally met a person, a manufacturer, a gentleman by the name of Fred, who has helped me so much through this process. He said he could do it. So we approached him, we gave him what we had, the drawings, everything. He wanted us to test the product, so he gave us the actual paper that we turned into the liners. My wife and I, we started hand cutting everything ourselves and passing out to friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, anybody we could give, so we could give feedback, and to find out if it was a problem that people were having, to find out if the liners worked, and to find out if it solved the problem. What we did find out is it did solve a major problem that people have, even though people don't talk about it. I mean, when's the last time you heard anyone talking about their poop stains? But that doesn't mean people don't have that problem. Hinlo means clean bowl, which is exactly what people have when they place the Hinlo Bowl liner inside the toilet bowl. But when we came up with the name, it's one of those hardest things. I wanted to be a name that meant something, but also catchy. When we gave the liners to people to use, I had one request. I said, if you really want to help me, you would be as critical as possible. So to our surprise, the liners, actually, we were thinking all along to prevent skid marks, poop skid marks. But for many people, it actually prevented something more. Not only the skid marks, but also the splashback. It prevented dirty poop water from splashing onto people's butts. So we essentially solved two problems with the liner. And once we had all the feedback that we wanted, we got all the results, that's where we knew, okay, it was time to move forward with the manufacturing. And there was a lot of work, a lot of steps, a lot of learning process, but never once, in our mind, me, my wife and I, we never doubted that this is going to be a success in terms of it solves a problem that people have. It is a simple yet effective solution to a common everyday problem all across, which is poop stains and poop splashback. Clean touchdown every time because there's no stains left behind. So it's clean, the poop touchdown cleanly. Clean touchdown every time. Wherever there's a toilet, there's gonna be a Hinlo Bowl pretty soon.